minutes.
I make a motion. Do you want to do Ryan first?
Get in there.
Yeah.
You in a hurry?
I make a motion that we accept the minutes for the January 22nd meeting.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the minutes of January 22nd. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
I make a motion that we approve the technical corrections.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the tax roll corrections. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carried.
Ducks.
We will go into executive session to discuss.
You typically do.
Do you have anything for us, Bryce?
Nope, I'm
You're
just
just here.
observing.
Okay.
Yep.
It'll be like 5 minutes, like
Yeah.
you usually do.
It's our
Swing
employee.
this shut.
Yeah.
Yep. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion, we'll go into executive session for 5 minutes to discuss non-elected personnel.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to go into executive session to discuss non-elected personnel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We'll go back.
Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget the chemical in the tank.
What's that?
Don't forget to put the chemical in the tank.
Saves the county a lot of money when I do it.
I know.
You guys,
Go ahead.
you guys look at your mileage
Oh, yeah, I
report?
got the mileage ready for you
I
too.
saw it, I didn't really look at it.
Yeah. If you look down on the road and bridge, I mean on the dump trucks, I mean, those guys put a lot of miles. 35,000, 33,000, 24,000, 28,000. On the two semis, 27,000, basically a piece. Maybe not running out of this. So I mean, when you hear everybody, and
Material, oil.
I thought they spent at least half their time sitting on the edge of the road under the shade tree,
Did
the way
you?
a lot of people talk.
Did you?
They got a lot
What
more
they do
miles
is
on
they
that
jack
than
up the
they do
rear wheel and put it in gear and it turns.
That's probably it.
Counts up
That's
the
it.
miles.
A lot more miles on the trucks than the pickups, really.
Yeah. I mean, it's comparable with the sheriff's department. I figured you guys put a lot more miles on it.
Depends on how hard we're running too. I mean, last couple of years, it's been pretty mellow where we haven't ran real hard. Where we haven't ran real hard, but
Pretty good gossip this time.
yeah.
B-34 2001 Dodge brush vehicle. What's that?
That is brush 34, that is a mini pumper at my station.
7,000 miles last year? Is that right?
This I didn't get the mileage,
I just
Seems
go
like a
by
lot
what
of
they,
miles
that's
for-
what they give me.
Vehicle. Maybe it was misread last year.
One of the ambulance bays, one of the furnaces went out.
Yeah, man.
Well, actually, they had
So you
a
put that in the
CO2
miles on?
alert or whatever. And so Kurt went and looked at it, shut it off. And Davis is brought in, they need to replace the furnace either. I don't know what they got there, it's gonna be $1,900. I told him just to get it.
Except for an overhead meter.
Because you have to keep those ambulances in one place, I guess.
It's putting out carbon dioxide.
That's what Brian said, that thing was at least 40 years old. So I just told him to get it because we had it. So, okay. I had to have the fire sprinkler system over at the annex inspected. One of the recommendations was to perform a 5-year pipe assessment on one wet system, which is required every 5 years. And the cost is $850. I don't know what this entails. I'm no
Is
idea.
that state or something?
Well, I had to have it inspected because of the Department of Labor thing. And they came out and inspected it and then sent me this letter.
Who inspects?
American Fire Sprinkler out of Great Bend.
But you only have to have the inspection done every 5 years?
This pipe assessment, yes. So,
Well, then insurance requires it too.
it's, I would assume so. I don't know a lot about that system.
Well, it's just like a boiler inspection. It's yearly.
But
And
everything else checked out fine with the system. It's just they feel like we should do this.
so we have to set up a schedule.
Well, I have to
Every-
sign this thing and send it back. Okay, all right. And like I said, I have to, we can't find out anything about the fire alarm system here, so I'm gonna take bids to get that put in, I guess.
We have to have one?
I guess, I don't know.
What do you think, Mike?
I'm sorry,
Do we need to have a fire alarm system in the courthouse?
Now, I really don't know where to start looking. Do you know of any sources for that, Great Bend maybe?
American would have been the one that I would have thought of.
They won't do it unless it's a sprinkler, they said. Because I said, well, can you come look at the one in the courthouse? He says, well, it's sprinkler too? No, well, then we can't do it.
Probably have to look around their stalls, something like that.
Does it just have one pole on every floor? One switch? I mean, I know there's one downstairs,
I
right?
think Marshall thought there was one by every door,
I think so.
Right next to it.
but he's afraid to pull up for fear he can't get it shut off if it does actually work.
Yeah.
So, and I can't find any paperwork on it. I
That could be a
can't find
liability issue.
Yeah.
the only thing about it.
What about the school? I mean,
I
can you
would
find out who
imagine
the
I was
school?
gonna talk to the school, see what, do they have sprinkler systems
I don't
there?
think the
Just-
school has a sprinkler. I think
Okay.
it's just,
I'll call over there. I was gonna call Martin County Courthouse, see what who they use, maybe Brad. Just kind of get an idea of, maybe we call them.
Do we have carbon monoxide monitors as well?
In here?
See,
Yeah,
maybe
shop.
on-
In the shop?
I don't know where we have just like boilers.
Yeah, but still gas fired.
Yeah.
Should it be in the basement or should it be all over?
I would say basement, I mean, would be the source. But as far as fire alarms go,
What was it that went off
you
that one
remember, you
weekend?
recall that they put in the fire alarms?
Davis's came down here.
When they
smell
put
the
in the
smoke.
fire alarms in
Smoke.
this
Did
building?
it set off a smoke alarm? Smoke alarm.
So we're pretty sure it doesn't work. But
They just smelled
I
the
don't know what's in
smoke.
the basement. as
But
far
unless
as-
the state tells us we need to put in a carbon monoxide detector. Should we start putting stuff
Well,
in there? Doesn't say.
I'll try to find
I
the
know.
company first, they can tell us for you.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be telling us we need one in every office.
Well, I'm sure.
But if we were supposed to have one, I would have thought the state had one. Inspectors were something like that.
Do we have smoke detectors? They can better look at the package. Fire alarm, smoke detectors, and carbon monoxide.
Just joking, Philip.
They get a different
sign this agreement with Kirkland Michaels to study the proposal to replace the bridge southeast of Stafford.
We can draw up the plans, bids, and then it's that bridge. It's not.
So you shut down, bridge you shut down.
But then they do the inspection services.
I'll need a motion on that.
Make a motion to go into agreement with the engineering services between Stafford County and Kirkland Michaels Associates.
Second.
Any motion in a second to approve the contract with Kirkland Michaels to inspect the bridge and make plans to repair it southeast of Stafford. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried.
Just Kurt's signature.
Two of them.
Was I supposed to say that?
No, just Kurt.
Just the fourth one?
Just the chairman, yeah.
We want them to draw the same plans for the water crossing. Oh, so we're in straight to this.
Can I take it out?
You know, put a little water crossing. It's easy for the plans. Oh, each one. Depending on how much we get of it. Or whether we want
So you just basically will concrete.
But I just put see where I put colors in. Or see where that's what
I mean, if we'll hire somebody else to do any of the concrete and stuff like that, we're better to have some kind of drawings for us.
Yes.
I mean, if you guys are just gonna go in and put in some pipes and put some rock in,
Yeah. And it's, I mean, that's just an example. Where we just, there's nothing heavy, there's a process. So we follow that back to force, concrete is good. And then the wall on the backside.
what do you think?
We better.
I would take something to bid out. Yeah.
So would you call this like a spec sheet or what?
Just a set of plans.
Do we need a motion for that?
I would say so. Korea,
I make a motion that we have Kirkland Michaels make up a spec sheet drawings for the low water crossing.
Second.
Have a motion second to allow Kirkland Michaels to develop a plan for the Low Ridge crossing. What's the address?
Bridge numbers in 17.
N17, on Bridge N17.
Because I'm northeast 10.
Is that,
Northeast 10.
that description? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried.
Actually, we'll do the second. It's spectrum because of that bridge was under.
So why is that bridge our responsibility when that's not a through road?
Because it went amongst the pasture.
Okay. So it's our responsibility.
That's correct claim. We published to close it and we had a few people
Yeah.
online. But some of the people. They didn't have access to their side, to the other side of the road. Pasture. That's not the county's responsibility. To have access to their side for everybody else. That we do all the time.
Yeah, I do. Also takes you to grab them, why would you go across there? Yeah, I could do the engineering stuff on that.
For less than 8,000.
Yes. A few roots of rock.
Philip, east of the Stafford Road on the Rattlesnake, who's clearing out those trees?
I suppose, like, those that do that. It's really quite a.
Yeah.
Are they clearing the brush back
They're
from the
full,
rattlesnake back
yes.
to Porter Road?
Yes,
No, they're not in the creek bottom there.
they're the edges.
Remember GM,
Russian olives or what they were.
one of the GMD5 water board meetings, I went to Waterpath or something. They got a grant from the
Okay.
government to pay for taking trees out like that along Roseville.
So are they going all the way to the refuge or just,
I think that's where they want to start, is to start at the refuge and come back, but you have to have landlord's approval to do it.
Where were they getting money from?
It was like water pack or something like that. It wasn't GMD5, it was one of those other, and they've got, I was thinking like $500,000 grant from the federal government.
because they started at the bridge or at the road and the rest of it east?
Lord, start there,
Well, you look at west and it's clear.
well, that's not near as bad in that area as it is when you get over here around the other side.
It's too bad that, and I mean, maybe you can check in on it, or, you know, I think what they were talking about is going, you know, from the edge of the river back like 400 yards. It's too bad, like in your area, you can just go back, clear out the channel and maybe 100 foot.
I did that when I was about that yards, and it didn't take me as long as you think.
Well, this one, I think they're just clearing the edges of it.
No, they put a lot of it out. You see like that's the 4 years that I've worked here.
Because their big deal was trying to get the trees that are growing right on the edge of the stream.
Well, that's what this-
I can see more beaver dams in that creek right now than I've ever seen.
Yeah, those used to be a problem.
Yeah. Lots of trees falling down there, and you have to work with that, just drag it out there.
You want to talk to him about his evaluation?
Yes.
5 minutes.
You got it?
Yeah, he's looked at it.
Question?
I don't think it's just got something in it. Each of this class.
Just keep up the good work.
Yep.
So the county got pretty snow, so it did. Southwest. No, about 80%. Further south.
I heard they got 6 inches around, so.
The other side. I had the last thing I got, look at stuff. One of them said it was so hard to do south side.
I'm still pretty spot where it's. Yeah.
So actually, I'm trying to.
Sublet.
Did it touch that much?
it's wet, isn't it?
Streets don't have to do it at this time of year. It's not fast. And it's not cold.
Next one is just froze. Next week's gonna be really cold and froze.
Yeah, that's after it's 64 Saturday.
70 on Sunday.
20 on Monday.
Lower than that.
And of course, it started out going that way. That is also right on.
Yeah, it was in there the other day.
That's the paper check.
So that back over to the.
I'll take it on this one.
So. Support for all.
Thank you.
I'll give Josh a call. Set up on the main grid, but I just through the road. Like Virginia, somebody goes out to the Blackbird. And then cut across to the
So will it be, I mean, the whole front, it'll be all covered in steel?
just like over the pipe.
I mean, the whole thing?
Yeah, well, part of it, this is how long we want to go.
Let's see what happens.
Approaches the same. We have a wall.
Culverts are underneath the concrete thing. Does that change much after what it was 3 or 4 years ago? Okay. All right.
That's the first.
No, I'm just watching.
Bryce is observing.
Okay.
Carolyn?
We are working up an application to Kansas Housing Resources Corporation for a program to construct housing for rental, construct rental. And I was here to see if we could provide further support, financial contribution, anyway, just support.
Have you already written a letter?
I've written a letter.
Good.
Thank you.
I emailed it to you. It would be on letterheads.
Did you email it today?
Just this, yes, just
Okay.
So, kind of the background review, we have worked with the county through the same state agency, Kansas Housing Resources, for different programs called Moderate Income Housing Program. That is what provided funding to build the duplex in Maxville. So we did that together with the county and the Mace Request Development. We also participated in that same program to try to incentivize owner-occupied construction. We had authorization for 4 houses, $25,000 subsidy. We had 2 built. We just haven't had as much traction in that program as I'd hoped. We probably showed it to a couple dozen people, and for various reasons, it just hasn't had as much traction as we'd like. We've asked their permission if we could redirect that funding, so that's what we're using, the project that we're doing in conjunction with K-State College of Architecture, and I don't know if I've given you very much information about that, but if you're in the lobby of the annex, we have architectural drawings along the walls. That has come about, I mean, long story short, connection with a professor at K-State that leads a 5th-year architecture studio class, and they focus on affordable, energy-efficient housing. And they have done at least one other time, they did a project in Kansas City where they developed a house and built it. Long story short, that was the project in Kansas City, and we talked with them about the challenges of finding housing here, they agreed to do a rental, to do a rural project here. So the challenge I've given them is that we got to figure out a less expensive way to build housing here. Because the new necessity. People aren't finding that to be affordable or to be a reasonable investment in this context, or whatever it is. We gotta find a way to build a house that's closer to that $100,000 price point. So that's the challenge they've been given. And we're building one house in cooperation with them, independent of this program, using the remaining $50,000 from our modern program. This is proposing to take that model and build it 4 times more as rental housing. So we would be building on Southfield Highway. Two of these were properties that came up during the tax sale that the city of St. John acquired. So it's on South Broadway is one lot, and one lot is on First Road, south side of the street. And then the third one is a property in Hudson. It wasn't a part of the tax sale, but there were about a dozen individuals that Stafford County Flower Mills and that's but they all contributed some money to purchase a dilapidated house and paying for the demolition of it too. That was submitted an application for the legal fees. So it would make reference in this letter to 2 of the things that this would be. I think it'll be helpful if we indicate that there's policy at the county level that this isn't consistent with. If you're encouraging tax delinquent properties to become productive again through your tax sale and the waiving of landfill fees to get those houses torn down that are beyond repair.
Will these duplex in your building, will they be like 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom?
And they are not duplexes. The one we built in Maxville was a duplex under, but these are single family houses. They're small. They're not tiny. I think.
So they're like a 1 bedroom?
They are 3 bedroom, 2 bath, but they're right at 1,100 square feet. So the bedrooms are small, but they are bedrooms. It does not have an attached garage. I mean, I would say that the 2 big things that are the trade-offs of amenities it doesn't have, trying to get an affordability that works here. It doesn't have an attached garage and it's on a slab foundation.
So what do you think those are, just guessing what you think they're for?
It's aggressive. They haven't been built yet to prove out, but the challenge was to put them at about 100,000, 110,000.
Oh, as far as rent?
And the rent, and this is, so it's a subsidized program. It will come with income restrictions. So the 80% of non-median income is where the ceiling on this will be. So for 20 years, it will have income restrictions. But at 80%, we should still be able to catch police officers, beginning teachers, classified staff at school, probably employees of the county and cities to some degree. So, it started at about 38,000, and then if you have family members to some degree, where that
Are you gonna be renting that for about 500 a month?
540.
Okay. So it's doable?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that, there is some art to figuring out what that right price point is, because they will allow you to probably charge more than what we would consider to be affordable here, especially for the incomes that are restricted,
Yeah.
limited. So at 540, I hope it's the right balance of what it takes to make a cash flow, what can truly be affordable on the incomes that we're gonna be targeting. They are supposed to be especially energy efficient. That is something that the students have put a lot of work into. In fact, the house that they're building here, it looks like they will be entering into what they call a solar decathlon. So it's a competition among different colleges of architecture, and they will do an actual measuring of the energy consumption over a period of time. And basically they're competing that their design is the most energy efficient of those being built at the high school. So, they'll be all electric. And, they've designed them with some things, like, they've shown me things that they do like daylight analysis. So they are trying to maximize the natural light in spaces where you live during the day. So you don't use as much artificial light. There's several things like that. But they're made, this is how the students are gonna be a big part of building the house. The first house is that they're a panelized construction method, so they're building those panels at a workshop in Manhattan and bringing them here to assemble, but they're called ultra insulated. They've got 2 layers of insulation. It's a big part of their
The students do the building.
The students do the assembly. We're gonna have to have some contractors stepping in too. Part of my trick is finding a contractor in this area that is either familiar or chooses to work with that construction method. But that's what my trick We'll figure it out.
Sure can't build much anymore for 110 bucks.
I know, well, right.
Is there any of these programs, like the 4 houses with the $25,000, where you get $25,000 back? All those houses have to be built in town. Is there anything where, because I've had a few younger couples that would have liked to build out in the country.
Right.
They're not interested in building town.
Well, actually, that was a policy developed by the commission at one point.
Really?
Yeah. So this has also been a challenge of trying to find the best way to encourage. We've had people also interested in building houses and would have been interested in using the program, but the house that they were interested in building would have been difficult to deem modern enough. You're just looking at it in terms of building the inventory of housing available in the county.
Yeah.
If you're building a $400,000 house, is it part of the moderate income housing inventory? Could somebody make
Yeah.
75, 80,000 a year, could they afford it? That's part of the, and so there was both, I think we talked about this at the county level. I think it was the county, and the Stafford County Economic Development Board put in place its determination of like, I think our limit was 250,000. Maybe it was 300, maybe we went up to that point. But that was, I think, the policy essentially they developed of trying to keep the use of these consistent with the purpose of the program as moderate income housing. And then I think we've also had discussions about the idea of trying to, increase the availability of housing for that turns over, you're building a house and you're living. I don't actually think I should do it for that. A little bit of discussion, but
In our
in
area.
town, we're probably more likely to have the housing that turns over and is available as moderate income housing on an ongoing basis.
Yeah, up in our area around Douglas, especially like Lincoln Township in the northwestern part of the county. We would like to try to build a community up there, but we really don't have any living rating of sewer. And if you work up there or farm up there, if you can't afford a house there, then you have 20 miles to straight there and go home. And it would be, I've had a few people say, why don't we ever get any kind of development help on building like this $100,000 house? That would be a good starter house for a young couple up in that area if you could build it in the country.
Would they ever build it in town, like in Seward?
I don't know what the advantage of it is, because I mean, they don't have sewer, you know. You have your own septic system and own water wells, so I mean, why build it in town instead of out in the country with it? I don't know. But it brought to me, so I thought it was great.
Okay.
But right now, there's no programs like that.
No. And here's, I mean, I'm hoping that if we can show that you can build a house for $100,000, we might find more people that are interested in investing in it. It'll be interesting for me to see whether they're interested in investing their own money in that person. So in other words, like one of the anecdotes I can throw out there is that I had a young man came to me one day interested in using treatment to Seacon and wanted to know about houses that were available to buy. So we kind of went through what I knew to be the inventory of places. And then I showed him like what was being built with K-State, and we were actively seeking feedback on what features people liked or didn't like or whatever. And he didn't like the more contemporary look of things. I said, okay, would you ever, if some changes were made, or would you buy this house? No. Would you rent it? Well, yeah, that was an easy yes. And so, I don't know, I think we're safer if you're looking at it as kind of like that calculated risk of trying something not proven. I think we're safer offering it as rental housing. I don't think we'll have so much trouble finding people that want to rent. Whether people want to buy it or not would be interesting. One of the things we've talked about with the students as they've designed it is whether they could deliberately have in mind where something could be added on over time. So if somebody wanted to over time add on, say a family room that has a basement, so they have those features or whatever, could that be done without reconfiguring windows and things like that? So they had several iterations of having square a lot more. It's a basic rectangle now. They have in the beginning they had a lot. It's not so much that way, but whether somebody would buy it if they thought they could, live in it, not only as a starter home, but as a long-term home by making those kinds of additions. I don't know. We will have under this program the option of selling it to someone. So if we had someone that rented it, wanted to buy it, we can do that. The thing is, they have to qualify as being in the income bracket that qualifies for that. And that is, they'll tell me at Kansas Housing Resources Corporation, they've never had anyone in Kansas convert from rental to owner. But I would submit part of it because they're too expensive for the incomes that qualify. So I hope we're getting closer to that by deliberately designing something that's supposed to, hopefully at that $100,000 price point.
What would their payments be if they change from paying $540 to rent to making a payment to buy it?
It would significantly change.
Might as well be buying the house.
There'll be some trade-offs, I will say. If we get approved under this program, you become certified as a community housing development organization, and as such, these houses will not be, will be property tax exempt. The other housing we have right now, we pay property taxes on. These new ones will be property tax exempt under the auspices of a community housing development organization. It's part of how we will make it all cash flow work, honestly. But, I know there could be lots right now that have been on the tax sale for the most part anyway, so I hope that there's not a significant.
So you're hoping you'll be able to get the $25,000 back for the $100,000 house?
No.
Or are you
with
running the two programs together?
They're two separate programs.
Okay.
So, what this program is for construction of rental houses. What we're asking for is, you know, to build 4 houses, it would be a $345,000 request to Kansas Housing Resources Corp. Economic Development would assume $125,000 in cost. So, I know that's $407,000. Well, there's other costs, like, you know, you build in your contingency reserve, you know, you build in some costs for surveying.
Water lines, sewer lines.
Yeah, and, so, in the end, that's $117,500 per house. We're asking for $345,000.
Well, if you could get 4 houses built and all run jet, how much $27,000, I think that's what we do.
And it would give us a basis. I could see the path to another grant program next summer. You know, we would try to essentially do the same thing there. We would all roll with 8 to 10 properties, then we'd have cash flow to maybe keep replicating it too. So, I don't know.
We need to vote on that.
I didn't make a motion to authorize the chairman
Do
to.
you have anything to add? Okay, I'll make a motion that we sign the letter of support for Stafford County Economic Development.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to sign the letter to the grant application committee. All in favor, say
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Well, since you came, we've had more snow since you've been here than we have in 2 years. I'm thinking you're a jinx.
Yep, good luck. Arizona.
Are you enjoying this?
No.
Those aren't good snowshoes you
I
got on.
Wasn't prepared for this. Yeah, no.
I'll wait till Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Think so?
It'll warm
up.
We'll be gone in a day or two.
Yeah, it's gonna be 70 Sunday and then 20 Monday, so.
Oh,
You can walk on the ice.
Yes.
Misty?
Yeah.
Did you call me for something? I thought I heard somebody say my name.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 times.
Good news first.
I already told you.
Oh, you told me.
Yeah.
Well, they actually came out and took the cracked heat exchange out yesterday. They were very quick about getting it done, and they were replacing it today. So we put any of our fluids on a heating pad last night to ensure they didn't freeze, just in case. We are required to heat our ambulances 50 degrees per state code regulation, so we had to make sure because of the nets on board. That's not in place. So, but that's all we have that would potentially freeze. So.
So they put a heat exchanger in instead of the holding furnace?
That's, I think they got us a whole new furnace, didn't they, Nita? Okay, and that's with installation and the furnace and everything, the price.
Because something was cracked.
Yeah,
Was
the
it-
heat exchanger
Was that
was
what was
cracked.
cracked?
Okay.
Yeah, and
That
they
was putting
said,
out the carbon monoxide.
yes. And that is specific to that building when it was built, is what they said. It's very, very old.
It's
It's
been a
lasted
good-
that long.
Which building is it? Which?
It's the ambulance bay
Where?
in the St., where the crew's at, our offices.
Oh, here in St. John?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Michelle and Pat noticed a gas smell yesterday, and they called me because I was in a meeting with Dr. Farmer, because we didn't meet the day before because of the snow. Anyway, we were meeting, and they called me and said that they smelled gas, and what do we need to do? And I'm like, I usually call that fire department for that. So they called the gas company, and they said that it was carbon monoxide. And so I said, everybody need to leave the office, and she said it was very low in the offices, and they were able to contain it to the bay. And we opened up the bay doors and got rid of that CO, and was able to put it down to a low level so it wouldn't spit out more, and then gave us this cleaning. So we're glad they were able to do it quickly.
We did our employee review.
Oh, okay.
Want to take a minute or two to look at that?
Let's go to executive session.
Oh, yeah.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session for 5 minutes to discuss employee review or what was
Not an-
not
Do you
elected
guys
personnel.
want to do one too, or you want to go back in?
We'll do that. We'll do that after we do.
After this one, okay.
So
Second.
we need 10 minutes. For not 5 to
You've got some more employees to do later, so it's a little bit short after this.
Second.
You seconded it? Okay, we have a motion, a second. To go into executive session for non-elected personnel to review employee evaluations. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no?
At the same time, I'm kind of going, well, they've never been on their own, but it'd be something we can look at. You know, if one is still waiting to test, Braden is interested at some point, you know, going, but I think they're all kind of nervous right now and want to get their feet wet before we actually find a full-timer.
Do they have to be a certain age to be an EMT?
They can do it at 17. They can, they just can't
Maybe
drive the
17.
That's
ambulance.
what, yeah.
We couldn't drive.
We checked all that out.
Man, she's
yeah.
pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bailey Schrag is 17,
Okay.
and when she first signed on, we made sure that she cannot drive the ambulance. She can only do patient care in the back. She cannot drive until she's 18, according to insurance. So, I can,
I wasn't sure she was 17.
yeah. But I do have 3 possibilities I hope to bring you within the next, at the end of the, well, probably the next month in February.
So if you hire another, is that correct? Would you start just staffing another person there in the day, or would you run like 3-person staff here and then that would allow Misty or other people?
The thought was
Or
to
not
put,
Misty?
yeah, Michelle, yeah.
Yeah.
The thought was to put that person in Stafford during the day. That way we would have 2 full-service ambulances in the event that we have what we had the other day. We had a respiratory distress call, and we were headed to Hudson, and then we had a respiratory distress call here in St. John at the same time. So we sent Brandon over here, and then I had to make some phone calls to get him a partner, and we did get somebody. But we do need that second ambulance because those happen, and we gotta make phone calls when I'm headed to an emergency, trying to find somebody to team up with Brandon. So we could put that person in Stafford during the day to have 2 full-service ambulances in the daytime, and then that person would come over here at night to give Michelle days off consistently, instead of just hitting his. That's what we're doing.
Is that why you guys had to have the policeman drive the ambulance?
Yeah, well, actually, she's an EMT.
Really?
Yeah,
Because I
she's
met her in
EMT.
the road and I was like,
But
she's
the funny thing about that, she came out Friday and actually signed up with us. And
Oh, wow.
she's an EMT, has been at Larned for 2 years. And she was driving back and forth still to Larned. And so Alan, her chief, had told me that, hey, she's moved to St. John. Do you guys, you know, want to, she wants to know if she can come around. I'm like, absolutely. She signed up Friday. She hadn't given us a schedule yet. And I called her Monday morning and said, hey, any chance you can respond this morning? And she did. She came out and yeah, so she was able, she had to drive because we had a brand new tech in the back with Brandon. And so she was able to drive for him off the back. But she's an EMT as well. But she's been on the department for 2 years and she's got experience, is why she put the new one in the back. So, you know, we're very well together, so. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, all of the titles have been changed now. It's EMTA instead of 1.
Yeah.
Or-
Well, there used to be EMTI,
Employees.
you know,
You guys
yeah.
yeah, but now it's advanced EMT, it's AEMT. Yeah, and they can do IVs and medications, like I can only do IVs.
So
I don't think we need an executive session.
what do we call it? Just a first responder?
First responder. Yeah,
Okay.
EMR, I believe is what they changed it to, emergency medical responder, but we don't have any of those.
Yeah.
Because you have to have 2 EMTs for board regulations on the
Right.
ambulance. You can have an EMR, but that have to be a third person. So you
That'd
have
be a
to-
driver.
Yeah, and they can drive, but
Yeah.
you have to have 2 certified
In the
EMTs
back.
on the ambulance, yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you guys.
We ain't going back in.
Yeah. Recess while we go through
Well,
these. These are employee, other employee evaluations that we have to review. We'll recess them. You guys okay with signing those?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
no,
Next week we'll be in the annex.
yes.
I have one other thing that I would,
you got something?
I would like for. Go ahead and take your crunch. Well, that's.
It was a coronavirus.
Yeah. there you go. I got a call 2 or 3 days ago from Jay Hall, from KAC. There was a bill introduced into the Senate about county hospital closings that basically says that if any county hospital ever closed, they had to give 90-day notice to the commissioners, to the city that they're located in, just a bunch of stuff. I don't know really what the significance of it was, but he said it would be a perfect time to blend our bill from last year with that, because our bill is still on the docket. So I looked into that. I mean, I really don't see how the two are related, but he just, I don't know how things work up there either. He just said when you bring that up, it'd be a good time, and he wanted me to come up there and talk to several senators who were on that committee that I testified to last year, so I'm heading to Topeka as soon as I leave here. But I had a question for you guys and Mike. I didn't really realize this, but if you remember right, last year the Kansas Hospital Association did not oppose our bill. They stayed neutral, and it still didn't go anywhere. Okay. I didn't read their testimony, but I looked up their testimony and what the Kansas Hospital Association said, and they said they would recommend the following language be added into what we said. Our bill said that the county shall not be responsible for any debt or obligations incurred by the hospital or hospital board. They wanted added to the front of it, unless otherwise stipulated in contract between the county and the county hospital or hospital board, the county shall not be responsible. Would you disagree with that?
Why's that?
Why?
We don't have a contract.
Yeah, we don't have any contract with them. I mean, if the county obligated themselves, like for a bond issue.
But why would you include? What would the purpose be?
Here's what he says, the purpose.
I mean, what county would be dumb enough to do that?
I don't think.
To obligate
I don't
themselves.
either. Here's what he said though. He's worried about the vendors not being willing to supply hospitals if our bill passed the way it was, unless they thought that there was.
But do vendors really think?
It gives some of the hospital, it gives them another option where they can work something out with their commissioners. I would be in favor, I mean, if they wanted to work something out, that's their deal. You know, that way we're not tying everybody's hands.
Then you get the problem, okay, the county commission, we're willing to contract and agree to pay a debt to such and such pharmaceutical, but not this pharmaceutical or that pharmaceutical.
Why would you ever sign anything like that?
I
To me, I think it's harmless myself, unless you think otherwise.
just think I don't think you need it.
I don't.
But-
But if it makes them feel better. then
Yeah,
I guess if it
they
makes-
would support it.
I mean, I wouldn't jump up and down and scream and say, oh my God, no, 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 but I'm just saying,
Well, I
I
don't-
wouldn't be in favor.
But there are examples like Hamilton County of doing, how many no-fund warrants? Marion County Hospital was under that private
And they are
business
obligated to come through.
in Missouri,
Yeah.
and they didn't even pay their lab tax. You know, so I'm wondering if there's other,
I do know of one senator on that committee that his job was to, and he's probably the most conservative one up there, and he's opposed to it because he was a medical supply guy, and he thinks they could be cautious about buying medical supplies. And I don't agree with that at all, but I'm thinking if I can go up there tomorrow and say, hey, I'll agree
If
with-
this
will
gets
this-
it done,
Yeah, will this make you happy?
I
but
would,
on the other
I think-
hand.
Yeah, I think it is.
But on the other hand, they don't have this multitude of vendors anymore. They have a cooperative agency that does the negotiations of contracts and prices and so on and so forth. So it'd be that one agency that, you know, like the American Hospitals.
Well, in my testimony last year, I basically said I was speaking for Stafford County, so I don't want to say anything
Yeah.
that you guys don't agree with, but
I think it sounds like a good deal.
when I talked to Jay Hall, he said, why don't we just get Kansas Hospital Association on our
Well,
side and just take their language?
But that was gonna be my question. If you, well, if you say, yeah, I'll go along with your language, will they go from being neutral
To the supporter.
to a supporter?
We need to find that out.
I would say do that before you say, oh, yeah, I'm on board.
I can get Jay to do that.
Yeah.
I talked to Chad Austin numerous times, and we had a pretty good relationship, I will say that. He understands our problem and kind of agrees with it, but yet he's representing.
But they say that they're neutral, but then they say, oh, but we want language, da, 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 da. So,
I'm gonna hold him to his word. You
I-
suggested the language, Chad, take it. I mean,
and now you switch to,
Yeah.
we are supporting
yeah,
this.
right. That's what I think.
didn't hold my back, talk.
If it gets the deal done.
To me, it's common sense just to do it the way we did it before.
Did I hear you wrong? I'm sorry.
Got an iron?
But I know
Not
we're
gonna
gonna
do it
have to
without a
negotiate
grease.
probably.
Welcome.
I didn't pay attention to the exact same.
I'm not really looking forward to that, but he wanted me to come up there. He said, and I have no idea what he's talking about combining those other two bills, because I don't think that other bill's even related to whatever. I'll look up that other bill for you, but I don't see how it's really related.
Well, just FYI, trying to get last year's tax sale wrapped up and done. Just to update you, there was this kind of a, what we call a stray issue. I think it was the city of Hudson. Had their own city liens on the property. And Keenan objected, saying that wasn't a valid lien, so that had to be litigated. I really wasn't a part of it, but it's my understanding that the city has agreed to waive those liens.
Is that those assessments and
Yes.
stuff on that property?
Yes, yes. So all I need to wrap it up is just something from the city of Hudson saying, in writing, they're waiving those assessments or liens. I can try to call Everland, who's their, I think, their attorney, and try to get that done. Which then leads me to, as soon as that one's done, I start working on next year's. There are only 4 properties that are, at this point, delinquent, and one of them, the individual filed bankruptcy a year or 2 ago, so there's only 1 year of back taxes on that property. You want to do a tax sale for 4 properties.
I would say
And-
yes.
I would, or it's gonna get out of hand.
And here's the problem, of those 4, 2 will probably come in and pay
That's
before.
fine.
That's
So
great.
then you're really down to 2 properties.
Then it'll take
But
10 minutes.
If you wanna do it, we can do it. I'm
We
just, now, I know
didn't do
next,
one, and it just got out of hand.
Yeah.
next
Snowball.
year, there's like around 40, 45.
Yeah.
Next year, assuming people don't come in and pay a lot, but next year, like I said, it's
That's a good way to get paid, though.
I would
I
just,
mean-
I think we ought to keep doing it.
All right,
That
well,
way,
it's fine.
whoever you have doing the title work down there,
it'll cost you
They-
a couple, $300.
they remember how to do it.
Yeah.
And we don't skip a year and then they're like, how does that get
Oh,
done
we
again?
forgot.
And I
Well-
think if people know we're gonna be continually
Yeah.
doing this, maybe they'll,
We'll
And,
get more bills.
well, another thing, this would be a first time for me downstairs.
yeah.
And so
A
it'd be
small one would
a
be good.
small one to kind of get her feet wet. So it probably would be good, but I just didn't want to do it for 4. You guys look at me like, I don't do that for.
Keep going.
Very good, very good.
Keep it clean.
Here's what the new Senate bill says. A hospital is defined in all the statutes and stuff. Shall notify the following persons at least 90 days prior to closing or ceasing operations. The governing body of the city where the hospital is located, the Board of County Commissioners of the county where the hospital is located, the Board of Education of the Unified School District where the hospital is located, the governor and the legislature.
And if they don't, what are you gonna do?
Close them down, I guess.
That's the most ludicrous thing.
It's just
I
a
think.
typical
I know.
week it is.
Yeah.
Why would they
Yeah.
need to notify the school board?
I can't. You're gonna lose a lot of students there in a few days.
Oh, well.
But to me, that's not even related to what we were doing, but,
No.
but Jay wanted to do that, so whatever. I'll find out. Anything else?
Need a heads up.
I'm just having a.
The senior moment?
Election equipment guy come in tomorrow, and start looking at.
No, for a bid. Yeah, are they the only suppliers? No.
So what are you gonna do with
Get
the
one
overall?
like Georgia
He-
does.
The agreement is he takes the old one.
We don't want anything like Georgia does. The state of Georgia. They're going back to paper.
We always take.
Yes, he didn't say it.
We always take.
Bryce, you got any questions?
Nope. Thanks for letting us sit down.
Sure. Come anytime. Open meeting, so like a lot of them should be open. Anybody else?
Nope.
Okay, we'll adjourn.